Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late starting. I was over on my buddy's stream, Hero Shack. We were talking about the new Supergirl movie, and, I got distracted about the time, forgot, hey, I'm supposed to be doing my own stream. But I am here now. Let me get everything in place. Let me share this out. And happy Canada Day to all my fellow Canadians. Um, There we go. Hey, CJ Poss. How are you? Surprise, surprise. About what? And how are you tonight, CJ Posh? Okay. So tonight's is going to be unusual. We're going to be adding a second element besides the heroine to this. Because normally you see this heroine on a motorcycle. There we go. Oh, and I didn't get any of that music that Alpha was talking about earlier the last couple days. Maybe over the weekend, hopefully. Hey, Outcast, how are you? My volume is low. I don't know. This thing cannot make up its mind for my volume. I put it low. I put it up, it's too high. I put it low. Put it low so it's just right for that day, then it's too low the next day. I wish this could make up its mind. Much better. Oh, you know what? I'll wait till some more people are here, but I want to show off a site that uh, products. Show it off in a few minutes. Uh, how did it go at Hero Shack? Good. So good. We were talking, and I almost forgot about being on here because I ended up starting this late. Okay. There we go. I've been getting a lot of likes on my Canada Day video on TikTok. Mhm. TikTok just trying to say, oh, we think you might like this video. You're drawing the Golden Age Black Cat? Yes, I am. Okay, so, alright. Motorcycle. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit, right about there. And apparently she's been in Marvel, DC, a couple of comic books, it looks like, companies. She was created by Harvey Toons, if I remember right. Okay, so we're going to take her away for now. Draw her leaning up against her bike. A saddlebag on it here, probably over. No, don't think I got a picture of this bike from behind, unfortunately. Can I suggest drawing either the wider hips or the narrow shoulders? Yeah, you can suggest, and I'll try and do that. It's just not always the best with girls. Uh, we'll see whether Chat GPT knows. What type of motor type did the Golden Age Black Cat drive? If you were referring to the balloon, that Thomas, especially. Hey, Tim, how are you? Hello. Okay, I'm just trying to find out what type of bike the Golden Age Black Cat. Uh, just need to save a couple pictures. See if anybody's saying anything. Hey, Fitzgerald. Just sorry if I'm not responding right away, guys. I'm just trying to find a few pictures of this motorcycle. And just grab one. I think one more image here. Okay. I think that's good. What I got. Okay, so I just need to bring down my pictures and bring them up again. Open with photos. So how is everybody doing tonight? Tim was just on with me over at Hero Shack. We're talking about the new Supergirl a little bit there. Rick, you should check out Brian Proctor's channel. He teaches you how to draw with shapes. You can follow along as it. Yeah, I basically know that. Uh, Sort of the Marvel method. And it might be subscribed to him already. I'm not sure. Saw the movie yesterday. It was okay. Yeah, that's about how we were describing it in generalities, if you will. It was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. Yeah, we said that too. They could have done better with Lobo. Maybe I was suggesting over on Hero Shack, they might be trying to set up for a Lobo movie by having him in it. Like sort of like what they did with Supergirl in the last scene of Superman, or I wouldn't want a Lobo movie. This entire film slate has been random. What? Well, technically, there's only been two movies: Superman and Supergirl. And I know they have another Superman plan. Oh, there's the Clayface one coming up too. But so I guess that's sort of random. But I guess I'm just saying they'd have to have a few more movies than two or three to be, say, random. Play could have been more creative with the villain. Yeah, I think the villain sort of sucked for sure. Seems more like a Green Lantern villain, and then even not a really good Green Lantern villain. Krim is from the Woman of Tomorrow comic. Yeah, well, I haven't read that myself, and then I would say I know Metal's not impressed with it. Not saying I would or wouldn't be, but it should actually, as much as it probably should actually find that comic and read it. Well, there's a site that I was going to before. Um, no, that's not it. I don't know where. I'll have to look. Um. Okay, it says it was. Yeah, they could have made the characters more memorable. Cass says it was kind of Mad Max in space. Krem wasn't a sex trafficker in the comics. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's looking a little better. Let's get her in there. Her. So this arm will now be put over here. And on there. Let's see. Oh, I think this is. Hey, sad Canada Day cross. Ah, Just make the motorcycle slightly bigger. Yeah, I can do that. Easy enough. Why is it a sad Canada Day? And hello, Alpha. You know what? Now that I got a few people here, I was on this site called Jujubit. Uh, you can make like statuettes or whatever you want to call them, various things like that. Uh, and I was getting it to make up some or seeing what it could do with some images I gave it of Canadian Shield and a couple other characters. Um, there we go. Yeah, browser. PlayStation announced that PS6 will not have a disk drive. Xbox said the next system, Project Helix, will also be digital only. So no my physical games. Yeah, that is definitely sad. That's ridiculous, pathetic. So here's that site I was talking about, and I'm not. You know what? Let me pop out the chat. Make sure you guys are still seeing that, so you can see the chat. Now bring this over here. Make that live chat. Bring that back up. So I did a few of them. You see the flame there. We have now, of course, it made it most of it, some of it jacket black when it should be, or green when it should be black. Oh, I use similar blues to make 3D models. Like 3D print. Yeah, and you can custom order this stuff. Uh, here's a few it did with the Canadian Shield based on different things that you would want to do. So this actually looks pretty good, except it didn't do the emblem on the back, make his eyes white, or do the emblem on the forehead, and it reversed the colors of the shield. Oh, and it put a white on the side of his boots. I just noticed that. Oh, and some white on the inside of his cape. This one I liked. Again, it messed up the emblem. Didn't put the emblem on one glove. It's on the other glove. And didn't do it on the back. And here's another one. It made the shields into stars on his gloves and thing. This is the Canadian Shield in Texas. We're in the States. Although he's only got 4 stars, so. Although I like the way they have the cape up, and of course, whites on the cape, so that's not really good, but here's the wackiest one, although it's not too bad. Again, they didn't do the emblem on the back, and they did something weird with his chest, and we got almost everything right. Otherwise, they put a maple leaf, red maple leaf in the forehead one. But here's a snowdrift. They just don't do her back right. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Here's another one of snowdrift. Again, they do the same thing with the back on this one. And I put my Insecto stuff in. If the picture is just from the front, the AI has to make up the rest. No, I gave a turnaround for both of them. Well, for most of these, for front, side, and back. But they did Insecto pretty good here. Although I think there's some grass on his feet. Oh, I was wondering how they were turning out so good. I had done one of Toxico before this, but they gave him wings and a tail and real alligator snout. But here's Toxic. Oh, an anime. This is an anime version. The colors hide a lot of stuff. Maybe the 3D prints have to be made by hand. I don't know. They would definitely need some touch-ups, but... And then here's another one, Toxico. Actually, I like the fact that it shows his toes, although it's supposed to be sort of boot-like. But I like what they did here. They just don't put the one thing that's supposed to be on the back on this, but... I wish I could download these. And then, of course, since those have bases, I think those are figures and are for role-playing games. Yeah, because it said TRGB. Why? I'm not sure how to say it. Like, I'll show you how I did one. I go create, I go picture. Well, you're not going to see this part here. I went into my characters, turnarounds. Let's do villains. I got a 3D printer so I can make parts for action figures. Yeah, I got a couple. Well, technically, I got one that isn't working. It's missing a couple parts that my mom got me, and then I got one myself for about $100 Canadian at Best Buy, and it was working when I got it, but it was in storage, and it comes on and all that. It moves, but I need to clean the nozzle and all that. So then I do here, create that, and I don't want freestyle. I do the T, and I do that. But that was a few years ago too, so And actually, I've showed it before. I actually have an unpackaging and a print one. There it is right there. Let's see. Right there. Why did it get her colors wrong? I have no idea. Well, it got the red one right, but it made it a bit dark. I don't know why it got the yellow wrong. Maybe it added some blue. Well, it's in the middle of doing it 3D, but like I said, it gets some things minorly wrong. I can't tell you why it does certain things. And they have them low as 4 centimeters up to 10 centimeters. Actually, while it's doing this one, I'm going to get it to do one other one. Since I have the turnaround here. Hopefully it won't count the line in there. I can't visualize centimeters. Well, I'll do a converter in centimeters to inches or something like that. Ooh, that's not bad for Frogger. Messed up on the costume in the back a little, but not too bad overall. You're in the 90s. Keep going. That looks cool. I'm checking their website out right now. Yeah, it's jujubit.ai. Yeah, and you can do it in different types. After this is done, I will show you the different types that it says. Maybe I'll. We have the freestyle, the role playing, soft chibi, classic chibi, anime, Pixar, classic realism, and Funko Pop. Hey, it's a Ninja Turtle. Says no. It's a frog, not a turtle. Maybe it's a battle toad. Okay, now it's taking too long by doing whatever on the. I always draw sunset as an adult Drew Barrymore. Okay, I can be satisfied with that. I might have to redo this one. Ninja Frog. Okay, let's try Pixar. I didn't do a Pixar one yet. I might have to get this line out of there for it to do the frog. Sorry. It just looks like Shrek. I want one make the shield. Yeah, well, I want one too, but I might end up trying to order them, but oh, there's the frog. Frogger. Ooh, definitely I'm liking Cyber Frog. Frog. Why does he have no armor on his chest? I don't know. Are these render free? What do you, I can't download any of this. They're just it's previews if I want to order them. They have the 4 centimeter one, which is 25 bucks plus shipping, and then and that's with 15% off. 10 centimeter is like 145, 170 normally. Cyber. So the previews are free. Yeah. Maybe it's so he doesn't. And this is probably more leather type armor, so he can move around easier. I don't know. Cool. That's all I need to make my own 3D prints. Yeah, except I haven't found a way to download them. So unless you can download them, like I can't click this stuff to download it. Oh, well, I usually have to use two programs to make my art into 3D models. But this is actually done the best, in my opinion, for most of the time. Um, except for, some minor details. A lot of times I bring it into programs to create stuff, and it's like totally off. You know what? I haven't done a Funko Pop. And I'll see if I have any other characters I can do with. No, no, I got too many things on there. Frogger. Oh, I have to use one AI program to see what my art will look like in 3D. Then I have to render turnarounds. Then I take those turnarounds to make another AI turn them into models. Oh wait, I want a Funko Pop one too. Funko Pop the Canadian Shield for Canada Day. Okay, I'll do that. No, that's actually pretty good for we have Canadian Shield. What do we have? That looks like my little brother. That is Jason Post's son, Larry Post, the Flame son. The Flame is an adult with kids. Yes, he has two kids that are the same age, twins, boy and girl. There's your Canadian Shield Pop. Messed up the mask and the whatchamacallit little. And a wife, of course. That pop needs work, yeah. Don't give up, it's Canada Day. Yeah, well, I've got other. We don't want to Funko Pop her. Let's do Pixar for her. I did a chibi one of Canadian Shield too. I erased it, but I definitely would like to order some of the table role playing game ones. I'd like to get them in different heights. Try and get them close to this would be like a 1/24th scale, I'm figuring. There we go. Canadian Shield Funko Pop. He's got some red on his backside. But I'm sure they could fix this stuff up a little if you wanted to order. Be right back. I have to make Canada Day hot dog. Okay, I just want to see whether there's any other characters that I can possibly do. Oh, Chris. Well, let's do Rebecca. The flames mutter. No, the flames white. Sorry. Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's do his mom too. Let's do all the ones from the flame here. The one more, I think that's what I. Oh, we got two more we can do. I definitely got off track with this. Not bad for Rebecca. Tom Piper, Ruth Post. Oh, I put Superman on. Chris Milmine. Put the wrong character on that. And here's Rick Waters. I really would like to know what what their generator. So if I sold anybody that's here, if I sold, say, a Canadian Shield one, like 4 centimeters, I'm not sure what that. Convert centimeters to. Oh, 1.5 inches. How much do they want for a 5? Okay. Um, that's it for that. Although I'm gonna do one other thing. I'm gonna take me off here. That and media source. See what you guys think. Um, that's something I'm putting together. Cross comics.
I'd like to thank you for the lodging you have provided for me and the food you have given me to eat. It was nothing. Nothing at all. I felt personally that we all owed you, especially since you saved the town from destruction from that Toxico character at the power plant. Well, someone had to stop that madman from killing everyone there. Plus, God sent me to do it. I hate to inform you that if that plant had blown up, it would have destroyed more than just the people inside. What do you mean? A nuclear plant exploding would have made this entire area uninhabitable and probably killed everyone in this town. How would they die? In most cases, it probably would be radiation poisoning, and others would probably get multiple severe cuts from things flying through the air because of the shock wave from the explosion. This sounds interesting. How could I learn more about this subject? Well, you could probably go to our town's library and look up what you want on this or any other topic you may be interested in. Thank you. If you'll give me directions to this library, I think I will go there now. You can't. Why? The library is closed on Sunday. It is Sunday? Yeah, why? 'Cause I would like to find a church to attend. Do you know of any? There is one that I know of that is 2.5 blocks east of the nuclear plant. Do you know when they have their services today? Let me check for you.
There we go. Well, I know Fitzgerald is not hip on the voice acting. I'm not even sure whether I'd call it voice acting, but okay, let's try and get back to doing what we're supposed to be. We're definitely not getting this colored tonight. Was there anybody else here to hear that besides Fitzchozo? You heard it? Did you see it? AI voice acting is putting me out of work. Yeah, I don't think this one will. I'd rather real voices, but I just to try and do it with. Did you see it, Alpha? But did you see the video that I just played, Alpha? And Outcast, what did you overall think of it? Me trying to animate Canadian Shield 3, Scene 1, shall we call it? It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Yeah. Uh, thought it was fine, but just like Fizz said, the voice over isn't that smooth. Yeah, and believe it or not, I cut out some worse parts. Like at first, it was everybody was saying everybody else's lie for some of it. I tried to get it to them go back and forth their lines. This person say this person says that, and then the one guy would say two lines, his line and the next guy's line, and then it'd get all confuddled. You know what? I think I'm gonna move this bike. Over like that. Okay. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna add another layer here. Oh, oh yeah, I gotta put the saddlebags up on there. Where did you generate that animation? Mainly through Grok. I grabbed a week's free of it. I might pay for it for a month or two. Try and do some Canadian Shield and Snowdrift stuff. Animation, animate the first few comics. I did a bunch of other animations with it too. Actually, there's a video out. I did another short video where I tried animating the Canadian Shield by himself or whatever through it. I put all that, most of that up in one thing. How did you generate a video that long? Oh, it was just um, 6 to 15 second clips long. And then I spliced it together. And I basically used one scene from my comic from it. Um, Comments. I just basically used this scene right there. As you saw right from the beginning, they were just going back and forth. I would have liked to had him get up sooner. And just basically as he gets up and he's about to go to So we have the conversation that's basically on these two pages there. And then basically it'll be basically from this scene. I'll be trying to use this scene here. Take out the panels. The next scene is just going to be probably a lot of these pictures here for the hallway, unless I can somehow get the hallway in there. And probably then we have, doesn't he mean many, many more powers? So you have this one, and then there's this one, them still in the hall talking. And more here. And then just really him using the phone and thinking from that page. Okay, that seat is looking off. I know. I gotta redo that at some point, somehow, some way. I just tried the Jujubit AI on one of my pieces of art. Wow, it's so cool. It renders it as 3D for free. Yeah, and does a good job too. The thing, like I said, the only thing is as far as I can tell, there's no way to download it. So they just render it for free, and I guess you could clip it, moving it around, so you could have that for yourself to show people. Um, but yeah, I think they do that more so you'll buy from them. You can see the proof of concept as the item that you want, what it'll look like all around. That way, you can't say you didn't get what you were ordering, or you're not satisfied, whatever, you know what I mean, I think. Yeah, but I think I like using the preview option just as much. Yeah. I definitely get that. I guess my point is just, unfortunately, as much as they preview for it and you can see it, you can't use it, which can be good or not good depending how you look at it. I can use it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Like, can you download it? What do you mean by you can use it? I guess is my question. I just have to take a screenshot and take them to another AI modeling program. So you just take a screenshot. Like, do you mean a literal, like just print screen, or you film it, or what? Yeah, I take screenshots and use them for the turnarounds. Oh, okay. Yeah. And here's me, I'm creating the turnarounds to make these ones. Doing would it be easier to do like a physical turnaround yourself, or I don't know. Or is there a difference? 'Cause I actually got to get back to doing my uh, turnarounds. Yeah, the program I use to turn art into 3D model works better with images that already look like 3D models. Oh, okay. Um, so then you turn them into 3D models and you can do Anything with them? What? Oh, so if you had the ones, say, for Canadian Shield and all the characters there, although they still need a few tweaks, most of them there. If an image needed a few tweaks, could you do that easily? What? You probably already see the wheels turning in my head. It's never easy. Yeah. Well, relatively. The more fixes, the more work. It's like it's a lot easier than building the whole model, right? That depends. Sometimes making it from scratch is easier. AI likes to do strange things. This is true. You should have seen the first time I did Toxico on this thing. I should have saved it just for people to see, but and I took out a couple of the Canadian Shields I did too. They weren't as bad as the Toxico, but also you can't print out thin parts. Thin parts. Thin parts break after printing. Now, there's probably a lot more I need to do to this bike to make it look all right or better. But, we got 13 minutes. I ain't doing any more. That bike looks sad. Very, very sad. Uh, so all models need things, parts adjusting. Some need more adjusting than others. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take the motorcycle out of here now because I think I got the parts that need to be in there for me to. Okay, that arm needs adjusting a lot to be putting it back that way, I think. Unfortunately, I am rushing this last little bit. Maybe I'll do some more work on this after the stream, finish it up. Well, color it for sure, but that is Linda Turner. Yeah. Well, somewhat. It's a basic look. I'm not sure whether I got the details all right, but. And then, of course, just for this image right now, I'm gonna put in between these. Here, I'll show you a. Let me put a image up. Quickly, image. So there we go. You guys have a good night. So yeah, the bike needs a lot of work. She needs some work. Unfortunately, I wanted to do something. We forgot her belt. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if I had more time to focus, unfortunately, I was trying to do something a little special and unique, and by putting in the motorcycle, and of course, because I showed off all that other stuff, it took away from some time of getting this stuff done better. Each the motorcycle definitely needed another pass, and even she needed another pass for sure. You know, the boots are way bad. And actually, I made them the wrong type of boots. That doesn't help. That could be worked on a correction. Thank you. I'd say Happy Independence Day or Happy 4th of July, but hey, I'll be live on Saturday morning when that's happening, so it's all right. So yeah, I guess that's the stream for tonight. Thanks everybody for coming by. It's been great having you all here. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for the Silhouette game. Fantasy characters, I do have them all picked out. I had the most of them in the thing, and then thing crashed on me. So hopefully we will see everybody tomorrow for the silhouette game for fantasy characters. I'm going to get those all put back in the morning, and I'll have an hour or so before to do any other things that I need to do before I get doing it on tomorrow night. We start tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So, but for now, God bless. Love you all. Have a great night. God bless.